Hello and welcome to Better Commander, the place where I go on long, rambling monologues about pieces of cardboard. This is Nicky G, and I'm going to talk about my love for Phyrexian Delver. It was the year 2000. I was living in a 3-bedroom apartment, which was currently housing at least 7 people. My roommates Jay and Joe were pretty cool guys. A guy named Seth also lived there, as he was a seasonal employee who worked in the mall. He had recently come down from Maine. And my bandmate Jeff also lived there in the closet. We would see Jeff's feet poking out of the closet to the living room. It was pretty funny. It was kind of a flop house. My girlfriend also lived there, and she had gotten us all obsessed with Magic the Gathering. I didn't have a ton of cards, and Seth and Nicole had a lot of cards from Ice Age and some prior sets, so I did what any reasonable idiot would do in the year 2000 and went to my local game store. I said, "Hey man, what's the dope hotness?" The guy behind the counter said the newest set was Invasion. I said, "Cool, daddy-o, give me a box, man." $85 later, I had some cool cards and was ready for game night. I had a great time, man. I opened all 36 packs, and me and my buddies sorted them out on the table, and we got to see all the rares. I mean, we had no concept of financial value at that point. Invasion didn't carry a lot of financial value anyway, but it was a great time. I opened a Daragaz the Igniter. I opened Sabo Sabak. I had a Ravenous Rats deck. Hoo boy, these were the good old days for me. Packs of Urzas were $5, and Weatherlight was $4. I wish I bought more back then. Anyways, I opened a Phyrexian Delver. I was blown away at the time, but the only use I could fathom for this card was bringing back a destroyed creature. Years went by and this little zombie has withstood the test of time, and I still have it in a bunch of commander decks. So Phyrexian Delver is a 3 black creature Phyrexian zombie. It's a 3/2. When Phyrexian Delver enters the battlefield, return target creature card from your graveyard to the battlefield. You lose life equal to that card's mana value. The original illustration by Dana Knutson is a really creepy homage to the year 2000. It's got a smooth, round, blue metal aesthetic. It's like a tank with 2 zombie faces. He appears to be just in some underground brown town doing necromantic surgery on a deceased townfolk or something, and the little guy he brought back looks a little hungover as well. The old Delver got some new art in Commander 2013 and then again in Commander 2018. It was reprinted. This art is a bit less brown and appears to be a Phyrexian zombie torso riding a walker with articulated spiky arms. He also has a little guy he's bringing back to life, but that also appears to be just a torso. This card is $2 to $3. So why would I run this card? Reanimate is 1 black mana and is inarguably better. There are many cheaper Reanimator cards mana-wise, including Animate Dead, Necromancy. The answer is complex. This card is situationally better in creature decks, including zombie decks. It can itself be reanimated, blinked, copied with a clone effect, or a token creator like Cackling Counterpart. It's also a body. We can block with it, sacrifice with it for incremental value. There are some combos, but I've never used any infinite combos involving Phyrexian Delver. This card is pivotal in my zombie deck. We can get back heavy hitters like Mikaeus the Unhallowed. With Mikaeus and a sacrifice outlet, we can cast Phyrexian Delver, reanimate Grey Merchant, sacrifice Grey Merchant, comes back with the Undying trigger from Mikaeus. Then we can sacrifice Grey Merchant, sacrifice the Delver. Delver comes back, bringing Grey Merchant back again. You can get a total of 4 Grey Merchant triggers, and hopefully that's enough to win the game. The Phyrexian Delver goes great with a lot of commanders. Chainer, Nightmare Adept. He goes great in Greven, Predator Captain. I have one in Verena, Lich Queen, and also Scion of the Ur-Dragon. There aren't a ton of effects like this. Most Reanimator creatures are conditional in some way. Bladewing the Risen gets dragons, and Bloodline Necromancer gets vampires or wizards. Karmic God does a great impression of Phyrexian Delver but has Echo. Nethroi, Apex of Death, is a favorite of mine in Reanimator strategies and can bring back a few good creatures at a time. I really love this card. I think it's slept on. Young Necromancer from Modern Horizons 2 does a decent impression as well, but you want to be in heavy self-mill. There are lots of creatures with recursion, but none like the original, the OG Phyrexian Delver. Anyways, let me know what you think in the comments below, and as always, like and subscribe. We are all servants to the algorithm. Hail him, hail Algo. This is going to be Nicky G from Better Commander, signing off.